What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. What a title. I'm sure some of you would be surprised. Okay, today let's talk about President HH's promise. One of the promises he made when he came to power was the Zesco thing. So for those of you who are outside Zambia, what is Zesco? Zesco stands for Zambia Electricity Supply Corporation. So this is our power utility company, the only power utility company we have here in Zambia. Yes, it is known as Zesco. So what are we talking about today? I just wanted to let you know that, like I always tell you, I'm a free guy. I'm not aligned to his government. I'm not aligned to the opposition. So whatever, if it is right, I'll talk about it. It is wrong, I still talk about it. When the president came in power, okay, before he even came in power, I remember he made some promises that when he becomes president, there will not be power outages. That was the promise that he had made. And maybe it was one of the main reasons why Zambians decided to give him a shot. All of us did. Okay, most of us did. We campaigned for him. He became president. Do I hate him? Absolutely not. Do I regret ever voting for President HH compared to having President Edgar Lungu? No way. I've got no regret for my choice. But do I agree with everything that he does? Or in Zambia, there's what we call praise singers. I don't support everything. When it is wrong, I call it wrong. I call a spade a spade. President HH had told the people about the power. For example, the way he was talking about it is like just switching on electricity. You just go press a switch like that and then it's on. Or you can do like this, it is off. One of the things which surprises me is there is a video clip which had gone viral sometime last year, 2022. It was a very, very common clip where he said, because last year we didn't have load shedding as much as like this year load shedding is back. Yes, this new year, in this new year, as we are talking in January, we have load shedding in Zambia. So like we have load shedding like in my house. This is the power will go exactly midnight. Yesterday I even had the problems doing editing of my videos, you know. I was doing editing of my videos until power went. So when the power went, because me, I felt when it is late at night, I enjoy it. It is quiet because when you're editing, sometimes you need some concentration. So while I was concentrating, power went. So power went from midnight exactly, and it came back at 10 hours exactly. What does that mean? We have 10 hours of load shedding. In other areas which are not even well organized, load shedding is even more. Or sometimes they have it a couple of times per day. Or power would go at certain times. In other places, it's not even, they don't even have time. They can't even take note. But here, like we are saying, from the new year, we have load shedding like for 10 hours every day. 10 hours load shedding. It may even worsen. Now, I want us to talk about why do you think there's load shedding in Zambia. I'm going to tell you the obvious reasons, and I'm also going to speculate what is being said is the cause, which I'm going to tell you as a speculation. So don't take it for it. Number one obvious reason why we have load shedding, guys. I have proof. Even like 2 months ago, I went to Lake Kariba, you know, in Siavonga, which is the number one. The Lake Kariba, at the Lake Kariba Dam, you know, we have one of the world's largest power generation source. So in that place, you can have power, and that power is shared between Zambia and Zimbabwe. So that is the main generation of Zambia. So the water levels, like I said, the same principle applies to these waterfalls we have. So during the peak or after the rain season, actually we have got good rains. The rainfall pattern, like after good rains, the water which is coming towards the Kariba, you know, as it arrives in the Lake Kariba, there is so much, there is good pressure, not just good pressure, there are good levels, so the water will like go up. Because even 2-3 months ago when I went there, the water levels were really low, and I was even worried. And by the way, they are also working on expanding it. So the low water levels has contributed to having a very little generation, such that they keep reducing the capacity of electricity, maybe to avoid burning the machines, and so it keeps coming down and down and down. So there is very little generation, maybe under 50%. Now, is it the only source of electricity? No, we also have there are other hydropower stations, because the electricity we use here in Zambia is mainly from hydropower stations. So we have like, there's what is known as the Lusiwasi, it is another source of energy. There is the Kafue Gorge, is also another source of energy. We have the Itezi hydropower station, it is also another source. We also have, I did a video when I went to Kasama, at where there are 3 waterfalls, at Mumbuluma, not Mumbuluma, sorry, Kishimba Falls, the Kaela, and the Mutumuna Falls. So the Mutumuna Falls, and there is very good electricity generation which comes from there in the northern province of Zambia, in Kasama, and many other waterfalls. Actually, so because we depend so much on that, so that is the number one, like I said. So the rain season has just started, so it can't be like automatic. Remember, I'm not talking like a political cadre, because I went there myself, so I saw the water levels in most of these waterfalls which generate electricity, that the levels have really gone dry as in dry. Yes, that is number one. But in spite of that, then do we have any other sources of energy, of electricity in Zambia apart from the waterfalls? Yes, we have. For example, we have the Mamba Collieries, or the Sinohydro, the Mamba thermal plant, where they use coal. That is the only one. It is powered by the Tata Group of India. So those guys, they also generate power to supplement what Zesco has. So because of this low generation, that is what is causing the power levels to go down. Then the other thing, okay, secondly now, why do we still have that generation? So does it mean that the low generation can't supply Zambia? If we are to have power, now I'm speaking my opinion, not the reality. It may be real, but it is subject to contradiction. They have been saying, there are some saying out there, that Zambia continues to supply, especially the opposition are saying Zambia continues to supply its electricity. The little we have is still being exported out to neighboring like Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, which other country? I'm told even South Africa. So I'm told there is a multi-million-dollar deals in exporting power to this. So they have signed some agreements, you know, whereby you have agreed and you have signed multi-million. So to break these agreements, it is a challenge with these power outages. So these power outages which are affecting the electricity generation, so it is becoming, it's like they don't want to do that. And that one has been kept a secret. Now, here is where I said the president has boomeranged in his face. When he came, he said, do you know what happened? So when he was 1 year in office, just recently, last year, he said, do you know why we've not had the power issues when we came to Zambia? When we came into office, we had leadership in place. It didn't happen by magic. Leadership is what made it. People were like, oh, really? We watched and we believed we didn't have load shedding last year. Suddenly this year we are entering the new year, the water levels, we saw, I believe water levels, yes, have gone down, But I'm worried. They are saying because we are exporting so much, because there is a lot of money which Zambia is earning through exporting to about 6 countries. So the little electricity which goes out, if it is allowed to come here, Zambians will still have electricity 24 hours a day in their homes. And also people who are doing businesses, like everyone is talking of two major businesses. People are doing barbershop businesses and also saloon businesses, or people who do welding. So these will be being affected right now. So I thought the president maybe learned a lesson from his saying. You'd be shocked. Less than 3 weeks ago, the president had a press conference, just under 1 month. He had the press conference when he came from the US Africa Summit. After the US Africa Summit, the moment he landed, he organized a press conference. The press came. On that press conference, you would be shocked the word which I keep repeating. He said like this.
Is there somebody who's been load shedded here? Put up your hand. It's because of the work we are doing behind the scenes.
Do you hear that? He said, is there anyone who is in here? If you know, less than 1 month, just now, a few days or a few weeks ago, he said, raise your hand. If you've been load shedded, if you have experienced load shedding, raise your hand. Hey, I even thought this president has got confidence in his team at Zesco, or his ministers, or in his government. And for sure there was no one. But you know what? People knew that load shedding is coming. The president was saying, who has been load shedding? There's no load shedding. What we are doing here is leadership. Oh my God. After speaking that, load shedding started. And now we have 10 hours of load shedding here. Other places, they are having it more than 12 hours a day. So this is the promise which I said President HH's promise has done what? You throw, it's like a boomerang. That too, when you throw it, the exact place you throw it, when it goes, it comes back. So the Zesco power issue has boomeranged on President HH. Did you expect me to speak against him? I don't know. Why? I speak fairly. So there the president has missed it. So the president was not in order. And now we have an electricity problem. And I didn't know that it would affect me. Most of the people charge their phones, even just charging a phone. For example, that is the time that I edit my videos for the following day. And I was thinking, let me charge my device. We cannot charge even our phones, because most of the time people leave their phone on charge when they sleep, so that when they wake up, the phone is fully charged. It could not happen yesterday. So yes, if you have a comment, what do you say about it? Comment down below. Thank you so much. Expect more interesting videos. Did you watch yesterday's video when I showed the Jesmondine and Chadley? Check it down. Just check it in the description down below. I'll see you in my next video. My name is Traveltainment. All I do is give you stories from Zambia. Very soon I'll start going out. I'm just waiting for you guys to sponsor me. I start going out, guys. I'm still waiting for you to sponsor me. I start going around Zambia once again. See you in my next one. Peace.